My name is Trinity Dana, and I'm a student here at Glacier Peak.
Hi, my name is Megan Langston, and I am a senior at Glacier Peak High School, and I also do Running Start.
Go.
My name is Brendan Olson, and I'm a senior at Glacier Peak High School.
My name's Bob Blair, Mr. Blair. I teach senior government and sophomore world history.
Hi, I'm Nick Hensley, and I'm a senior at Glacier Peak.
My name is Ms. Shadoff, and I teach Spanish.
I know a little bit about it. Yeah, I'm not totally sure on the whole process.
Not really.
No.
I do know what the idea of teacher tenure is, yes.
Yes, I know what teacher tenure is, more or less. It's kind of confusing sometimes, though.
I think that kind of defeats the purpose of the whole goal that a school is trying to have for their students. I think that the whole purpose is for the students to learn, and if they're not up to the standard, then I think that should be a reason enough to fire them.
Well, that personally really bothers me because my education is really important to me, because teachers aren't necessarily passionate about their job, and I think that all people, no matter what country, deserve to be educated in the best way possible. So I just think that why wouldn't teachers need to be more qualified?
I feel like it should be based off of the student's opinion of the teacher, not the faculty's opinion of the teacher.
I don't think it, in some cases, I don't think it serves the world of education.
Like what cases?
Cases where teachers they get tired, or they get bored or something like that, and they're not focused on teaching. That those teachers sometimes have a tendency to continue on when, if they were on a year-to-year contract, they would be more inclined to see it as, I need to keep doing this to keep my job.
It's not based on the fact that a quality worker should be paid more, it's based on the fact that everybody should be paid equally. Therefore, there's no incentive for teachers because they get to a certain degree or pay rate, and then that's it.
I think that it has good things and bad things. I think it makes it hard if a teacher is struggling but has been around for a long time to get help, and sometimes we lose good teachers that are young because of that.
Well, besides obvious harassment or really horrible behavior, I think that someone should be able to be fired if they're not being an empowering teacher to their students.
I feel like the minimum requirement should be they need to have a strong list of complaints and possibly even a petition if it's that bad.
That teacher should be approached and told what the dissatisfaction with them is and given the opportunity to fix it. But if they don't or are unwilling to fix it, then that teacher should be asked to leave.
The way that you would find out if they're doing their job or not is by doing performance reviews randomly. Most teachers nowadays are told they're going to be given a performance review, and so they tell their class, be on your best behavior. And so it really doesn't show the principals and administrators what they're actually doing in class. It just kind of gives a false representation of what they're actually doing.
Fired. A teacher should be fired. I know that there are a lot of steps they have to go through, and I agree that's the right thing, where if they're having enough student complaints and parent complaints, that they have to take some steps to show improvement in class, and that's documented. Once they've reached a certain point where it shows that they're not trying to improve or that they're unable to improve, then I think that's the point where they should be fired.
It's really hard for me to learn from a teacher that I don't respect, because they're not really putting any effort into it. I think that it's definitely easier for me to want to learn from a teacher that I do respect.
It makes me feel like I don't want to go to class, and it's actually made me really dislike certain subjects, which is unfortunate because like years later when I don't have that teacher and I'm relearning something, I'll actually enjoy it, and I kind of feel like I missed out on opportunities to reach my potential in subjects.
I know, like from experience, that bad teachers make me like dread going to the class, and then it makes me not want to learn, so I end up doing worse in that class than I would want to.
Bad teachers negatively impact the education profession by allowing those who are not in the world of education an opportunity to point their finger at specific examples and say, see, that's the problem with education, those people are the problem.
Well, I think that if you have teachers that are not teaching the right materials or that are struggling with teaching their materials, that it affects all of the classes above them because students are going to have to relearn things in the future, so it slows down the whole system, which kind of has an impact on everything that goes on in the school because everyone has to kind of take the slack from that teacher, teach additional materials and that kind of thing. So it has an impact all the way up.
You get teachers that don't care anymore because their spark for teaching is gone. They just don't really care. They won't really help you when you need help, and they do a pretty bad job.